During the month of November, especially today, World Diabetes Day, we are bringing awareness to type 1 diabetes, a complex condition that we are seeing a significant increase over the years in our student population. While we realize that every health condition is important to our school community, today we honor type 1 diabetes, an all-encompassing lifelong condition that requires the diligence of our affected students, their families, and our nursing team to keep them safe in the school setting.
Diabetes is a health condition that can affect people of all ages and happens when blood sugar levels in your body are too high. Over time, having consistently high blood sugar can cause health problems, such as heart disease, nerve damage, and eye issues. Type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune disease where the body's immune system attacks its cells in the pancreas that make insulin. This results in the body being unable to make insulin. Insulin is a hormone that kind of works like a key that opens doors of the body's cells to let the sugar we eat inside to be used as energy. Without insulin, as in the case of type 1 diabetes, sugar cannot be used by our cells and it stays in the blood, causing high blood sugar.
So here at the 5-6, we have our students with diabetes for 2 years. And so during that time, we spend a lot of time with them and they spend a lot of time with one another. They're in our office treating highs, treating lows, and we learn to trust one another. We learn what they know, what they need to be taught a little bit more. And while that's happening, they also are building friendships and learning from one another. We follow them on what's called Dexcom. It's on an iPad, and we follow all of the students all day long with their ever-changing blood sugars, and so that we can try to keep them in the classrooms as much as possible.
There's like 7 types of Dexcoms. By the way, this is a Dexcom. Not all of them look like that. And the other one is the pod. This one is a picture right here. Still don't know what that does. It gives me the stuff I need to eat. It's kind of like that. So this bag, it is, I call it a pouch. I can call it like a bag. I don't know. It holds two important things. One of these is my phone. One of these is my pod. People mix these up a lot. It's common.
I was diagnosed August 22nd of this year. It's definitely tricky. There's a lot of more extra parts of life you have to go through to accommodate for it. But for the most part, you kind of just live. It's not easy. It's very hard.
Technology is getting better and better each year and day. I was scared when I got it, but it wasn't that bad when I was getting used to it.
I heard that you can't eat candy because it'll make your blood sugar go too high, and that's not good for you. But as long as you cover for it, you're allowed to have as much food as you want. I have a Medtronic, and it's one of the pumps that has tubing, so it connects to my infusion set, and my insulin will travel through the tube into my body. When my device beeps in class, it's kind of embarrassing because everybody looks at me, but then I know that I can just come to the nurse and then they'll help me fix it where it won't go off that often.
Sometimes if it's really loud, it makes me a little embarrassed because everyone's looking at me, but otherwise it's usually okay. The pump gives me insulin to eat food. If I'm high, it also gives me insulin to bring me down from that high, and I usually go to the nurse.
A normal day is just when I have good blood sugar, below 200 and above 100. Before I would go down to eat breakfast or lunch, I would dose prior, 10 minutes before I eat. After I eat, if I go high, I would normally finger prick and correct. If you have a pen, you would math out your food and carbs for that meal and then inject yourself with insulin.
It doesn't really change anything about me. It just is different because I have to leave class early to dose and stuff, and that's the only thing that really changes. In my backpack, I usually have gummies or something for when I get low, and I also have, in case I do get really low and I pass out, I have that sugar thing. I don't know.
How about you, Dom?
Yeah. So, this is a Bascomine. If you're really low, you would inject this through your nose, I'm pretty sure. It's like this sugar spray.
It's like to help bring your numbers up really fast. I've definitely become a lot more independent than I used to, and I don't really need as much help, and I don't need to take shots as much unless my pod's not working or something. I can just do it all on my phone.
I didn't do anything wrong to get diabetes. I got diabetes from family, which is my bloodline, and I didn't eat any candy or did anything wrong to get that. It is not contagious, and it's required to have insulin because my pancreas doesn't work.
It's not just diabetes. People think it's simple. Check your sugar, take your insulin, and move on. What they don't see is everything in between. It's waking up already tired, it's doing the math before every meal, it's carrying snacks and sensors and needles and worry everywhere you go. It's the midnight lows, the mental burnout, and the constant fear of getting it wrong. Diabetes isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental, and relentless. It's a battle you don't clock out of. And so no, it's not just diabetes. It's surviving something invisible every single day, and that's the kind of strength that deserves to be seen.